Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. I know we're being rated. Oh, James, okay. Um, anyways, I was just watching a little bit of Tumbleweed RV Life, and I actually heard them say, coming on over. So that's cool. So, did a little early preparation here today. The last 2 days, seems like the internet has been just not working well. I'll tell you about it in a second. First of all, I want to say, welcome aboard, mateys. If you're coming on board right now, you know we love you. And also, if you're watching this uh, as a replay, welcome aboard. Glad you're coming aboard. Hey, don't forget to do the thumbs up thing if you like what you see, and you can do thumbs down if you want to. That's all right with me. So, anyways, back to the internet issues. Uh, I think it's weather related more than anything else. Uh, the antenna TV has been having issues. I'm typically am pirated on another Wi-Fi signal, so I'm not using up my MiFi. Millie, good to see you. Weekend RVN's aboard, folks. If you don't have Weekend RVN, there's something wrong with you. And Millie, I'm sorry I haven't visited lately. It's been crazy. Part of it's been the internet issues. It's actually been going on a little bit longer than a couple days. It's been more like a week. And trying to figure it out. But, anyways, my phone has been having issues. I can make phone calls, no problem. But I have this program now for uploading my blood pressure, my weight, uh, other little questions about my health that goes automatic or not automatically, but it goes to Spectrum Health. And if they see an issue, they call me and then blah, blah, blah. Well, 3 times this past week, it wouldn't go through. Just get a red screen. And so then yesterday they fixed it. Oh, everything's great now. Yeah, right. This morning it wouldn't go through. Yeah. So then on the mainframe here, I made sure that everything was rebooted, cache was cleaned out, all that good stuff. And connected and reconnected. Then I connected to the MiFi, and then that didn't seem to help it either. Then I remembered. First time I've done it. Actually, it's the second time I've done it in a year or more. I don't even think to do it because I'm usually pirated and with a good Wi-Fi signal. So now today, see that right there? That's my extra. Actually, this one that is taped on there, so I don't hopefully lose it. That's the one that's always in there. And Holly, until recently, she hasn't complained about any connection problems because she plays her game off off of the off the MiFi. What? Just a minute, folks. Let me let me find out what she's asking. There, I'm back. I don't know. I think she's coming out of sleep and hearing things weird. So anyways, yeah. So today I put in the other card and everything is just working fantastic. Except, see this? StreamYard isn't working so good today. I cannot change the background. I can try right now. We'll see. Can I change it? Oh, wow. Now it is working. Well, this one is. Don't know if I can change it to the other one. Apparently I can. Okay, so who knows? Maybe something's changed, whatever. But a half hour prior to putting these screenshots on and testing them out to see how they look, obviously we need a little light adjustment here. It wasn't working. I could even use the generic ones, the one with the, what does they have? The fancy living room. Couldn't use this one. Couldn't use this one. All I could use was this one. And there was a message up there, blah, 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 blah. Reboot your browser. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Because if I reboot my browser, you'll be waiting 20 minutes for me to come aboard our own ship. Attention, captain on board. So, anyway, Frederick Heron, welcome aboard. Susan Lee, good to see you. Frederick, I sent you a message here a while back on Facebook. Yeah, I don't know if you got it or not. It was, or was it? I can't remember if it was on Facebook or through the chat on the phone. Could have been the phone one. So anyways, that's what I'm saying. There's been weird internet problems. 2 days ago, the corner store was having internet problems. They're like, could you possibly pay with cash? Our thing is down. It's not connecting, the credit card machine. Like, good grief, So I don't think it's just me. I think, we've been hijacked. Just, it hasn't worked very well. So anyways, here we are. And I said so anyways again, didn't I? It's been chilly at night. We've been dipping down into the 30s. It's going to do it again tonight. Well, it's almost like a typical Memorial Day weekend here in Michigan. Even Tina was saying the other day, she can't remember a Memorial Day weekend where it didn't at least rain or be chilly. Now they're kind of forecasting, 60s, 70s during the day. Hopefully we'll have some sunshine. We have some now, so I'm grateful for that. I may even mow the lawn here at the cottage this afternoon, or at least make an attempt at it. The other good news this past week, Sinky got 2 brand new starter batteries. She's purring like a kitten. There's a few other things, little things to work on. Exhaust needs a little repair. And the handbrake, looks like I figured that out, how to fix that. Other than that, mechanically, she's doing good. Oh, I noticed broken wires for my block heater. Now, I think it came that way because I've never used a block heater. But if it's there, I want it hooked up and working. The biggest next step is she's going to get all new glow plugs next month. Learn how to do that, I think she'll be happy. But she sure runs good on what she's got. but she does have a tiny issue where I have to put a little WD-40 in the air intake to help her along to start. And, it'll run and, da-da-da, and then you can let it sit for 2-3 hours and it'll start right up, no problem. But overnight, it seems to want a little help. But I'm excited, and it's good to have the electrical system looking good. And next step on the interior is to finish out the enclosure for the house batteries. I've got 3 house batteries right now. I may add a 4th, and those can be charged off of the alternator. And I have an isolation switch, so when the key gets turned off, it will not use the 2 engine batteries. They won't be used for charging phones or watching TV or using the computer or whatever. That the house batteries will be isolated from the engine batteries. And then there's another way to charge them. Right now, we're not scheduled to do a lot of boondocking, but I do intend to have it so it can boondock. No solar panels yet. Maybe next winter or this coming winter. Things like that. It's the basics right now, but then it's just a matter of finishing out the electrical connections and stuff. And like in September, we have 110 voltage at the campground, and the same thing at Mayberry. Just to reiterate, September is the M21 meetup at Lake of Dreams campground here in Merrill, Michigan. It's only about hour and a half from here. And then of course Mayberry meetup is in October. I can't remember the dates right now, but of course there's electric there as well. So as far as needing electrical needs for the interior, the Sinky's interior should be good. There'll be some, I'm sure, especially on the way to Mayberry, there'll be some. I'm not gonna drive it all at once. No way. There'll be at least one overnight stop, maybe 2, somewhere. Could be a Walmart parking lot or a rest area. Well, then it'll be nice to have the battery power to be able to, use the computer, charge the phone up, things like that. Tracy, good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's a military funeral. Sounds like. Okay. That's wow. That's all you do is go to funerals. It seems like, Danes. That's sad. That your time down. Oh, I mean, take your time. Yeah. I will take my time. I'm not gonna. Well, I for one do not like expressway driving. It's boring, in my opinion. Okay. Sometimes you don't have a choice, and then there'll be those times where, like, okay, I've been traveling back roads and secondary roads, getting to see a lot more. Yeah, it takes longer. So what? But then there'll be those times where, well, the rest areas are off the expressway, so I may have to get on an expressway to get to a rest area to stay overnight, or for a few hours, anyways, just to be kosher, I guess you could call it. So, yeah, I've been back way down Mayberry as of last year, and I don't know if I want to take a 40-foot school bus through those switchback mountain roads. I might. I just might. The other thing I have to think about is hills and traffic. You know, she's a school bus. You know, 55, maybe 60 downhill is about it. You know, but going uphill is another story. You know, and some of those hills down that way can be pretty steep. And if I got 150 cars piled up behind me, they won't like it. Yeah, truck stops. Okay. I may. Okay, Route 19 is a good road. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think I took 10 through West Virginia. I can't remember Route 19. I don't remember it in my brain, anyways. I could look at my map and see, oh, yeah, I was. But I'll have to look at Route 19. If it's a secondary road, that sounds like a good plan for me. Okay, folks. We have a feature channel today. And one clue behind me that I pirated. They have a lot of videos, a lot of really good videos. And I said they, so now you know it's more than one. One thing I messed up today when I was doing the thumbnail, I forgot to put in the last. Where's my list? Uh-oh. My list is not in front of me. Yes, it is. The last 24 featured channels since we started this back in December of last year. We've done this will be our 24th channel today being featured. And typically what I've been doing as of recently to kind of help for the guessing, so you don't guess a channel that's already been featured, because I'm not doing any repeats. At least not now. Maybe in 5 years I'll repeat a channel. Hey, it's a living challenge. It could change. Lots of things could change. Let's see, West Virginia. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can go over the maps together, James. That'd be good. So at any rate, I did not put the last 23 channels in the show more. I didn't even put a hashtag on today because I was more concerned about bandwidth and making sure that I could even be on. And then, a half an hour before, I'm posting it to StreamYard, hoping the thumbnail went through. It did. There is a thumbnail, so there's another clue for a screenshot. And James is guessing, is this Johnny's Journey? And that is an extremely, extremely good guess. Let me see if this kind of helps. And it doesn't. I know I did a screenshot that would probably almost give it away. But James, no, it's not Johnny's Journey. Sorry about that. Okay, the channel is, I'll call it a medium channel. They do have their monetization. They are over 1,000 subscribers and obviously over 4,000 watch hours, because when I was reviewing the channel looking for screenshots to pirate, yeah, there was advertising. So Carl H. bidding on a Class B. Oh, was bidding. Okay, sorry. Damn. Find a cheap horse trailer. Yeah. Let me think what her name is. Haven't seen her lately, but there's a girl. She lost her husband. He was a country singer. But she's on her second horse trailer conversion. And I mean, how cool. It, yeah, it looks like a horse trailer from the outside. You open up the door and no, it's like a gypsy caravan, whatever you want to say. It's beautiful. Carl is guessing Tipsy Marlin Travels. Never heard the name of that channel, so no, that one's wrong. Tipsy Marlin, that sounds like one I should probably watch. Oh, yep, James and Carl are talking about Class C's. Wow. Well, there's still deals out there, but they're harder to find. And the simple fact of it is there's at least two things going on. Number one, it's summer, and people are thinking, well, I want to go traveling this year. And number two, bigger than any reason probably, is senior citizens. Us baby boomers. Like, I worked 45 years, I'm going to travel. And then, of course, there is YouTube channels that are right here. Lots of YouTubers that are traveling, and they're doing RV videos. They're doing travel videos. They are, and they're from every category, whether you're in a tent or an A-frame camper like what's his name, Potato Head has, our Slim Potato Head, or Honey and Me. I think theirs is a Class C, and the list goes on. I mean, all the way up to real fancy, beautiful Class A motorhomes. All types. It's a cool community, and along with the community of RVers, whether they're part-time or full-time, and there's a hint. This is a part-time RV channel. They would like to be full-time in the future. At any rate, the community includes people who don't even have an RV, and they're not really so much into camping as they are into other things. But RVers are into other things too, whether it's metal detecting, collecting coins, or crochet. I'm not quite into crochet, but everybody's part of this community. So, and the people who make videos, they're having a blast. But then there's the people who are on here and they don't make videos, but they're here and they're part of our community. They support us all, and that's cool. Frederick is saying, don't let them give you the Autolite brand. Okay. Well, good. I'm going to write that down. Do not buy Autolite glow plugs. Thank you, Frederick. I'll take your word for it. And James says the same thing. Don't do Autolite. All right. I got to go to YouTube University just to learn how to do it. Someone told me you got to be pretty careful swapping out glow plugs, because from what I've heard, you can have a boo-boo where the glow plug falls into the head, and I guess it can be a real pain if that happens. Spaceman Dudley, welcome aboard, matey. Have you guessed the channel yet? Yeah, I'm looking forward though to learning how to do the glow plugs and being able to know that it's right. Okay, so Motorcraft or Beru? Beru. Are those made in Peru or Africa or Arabia? Spaceman Dudley hasn't guessed yet. Okay. So Motorcraft or Beru? I'll put do Motorcraft or Beru. Motorcraft. Yeah. Beru. Hey, good information. I appreciate it. Oh, they're made in Germany. Okay. All right. Well, then I know I trust them. The Germans make some good stuff, period. You name it. If it's German made, you can pretty much sure it's super high quality. And yeah, it's going to be more expensive too. That's okay. You get what you pay for. James is guessing. Is it Van Life with Ray? Who's Ray? There's a channel I don't know either. Van Life with Ray. That one's new to me. This couple, they do have a van, and they also have a pull behind camper. So, and sometimes they go without the pull behind. Let's see. I'm thinking. Yeah, one of the thumbnails that I took or background screenshots, stolen screenshot. They were on a boondocking trip in a pretty not so easily accessible free campground area way up in the Upper Peninsula, and they just had the van. Frederick Heron is guessing Van Life Rocks. It's a good guess, but no, it's not. That is a very good guess, actually. The Traveling Muse, I've heard of them. And of course, I've heard of Van Life Rocks and seen some of their stuff. But no, it's not the Traveling Muse either. And it's not James Catanese, although eventually he will be featured. But we'll make that a real surprise. Even he won't know it. What's that? A screenshot of somebody cooking ribs. And every time he does that, I get hungry. Excuse me. Coffee's getting a little cold. That's all right. Okay, tonight, by the way, as usual, we'll be on at 6 p.m., still featuring the same channel. And if some of you guess here this morning, you'll be able to give out little hints and clues. Holly by Golly will be on with the weekly laugh report. I think it'll be short and sweet tonight, but we'll see. You're welcome, James. Your ribs make my day. And then we're followed by California Travel Videos, as usual at 7:30. And it looks like he's got 2 interview guests this evening as well. So we'll be looking forward to those. I did not do any real subscription checking or YouTube checking. I didn't do any of that to see if there's anybody following me here at noon today. That's fine. I will be outdoors again. I mean, I'll do another, thumbnail for the 6 p.m. show, but then by about 1:30, I'll be outdoors. It's warming up out there. It's about, they said 60s, so I'm hoping it'll be, might not be take the shirt off weather, but I can at least get some yard work done. It's nice and sunny out there, so I like that, and it's dry. We had pretty good storm a couple days ago. Man, it rained and it rained, and I mean it rained. It rained hard enough to bounce the mud way back up on the side of the house and everything. It's all right, but at least now today the grass is dry, and I'll be out there mowing. The Ryder lawnmower, Holly's, I don't think it's coming back home, or if it does, it'll be one of those long-term projects. But where she took it, they wanted way out of her budget to have it repaired. So she's thinking of buying another one. And I don't think she even needs one, but that's her business. You know, it only takes a good hour to mow this. And that's careful and slow. Could certainly do it faster than that, but I like to go careful and slow, and if I have to shut it off to, pull a few weeds or something around a tree trunk, yeah, that's fine. My little push mower starts right up every time, so it doesn't. You don't have to sit there and yank on the rope. No, one half pull and she's running. So, okay, Carl's looking at an older Class B. Okay. Yeah. I had full-size vans back in the day when I was younger, both for, travel mode. And I often would stay in them, just to see different places. I mean, I could have stayed in the bunk car all the time, but I didn't want to. If we were in a new area, I wanted to go out and explore. And quite often I'd get a state park site in whatever state I was in and stay there a couple of days, go back and forth. That was fun. I enjoyed it. Okay. I think Carl wants almost anything. He wants an RV, and he wants it to be at least a Class B. He doesn't want to have to get out of the vehicle and go back to the trailer and get in the trailer. He wants to be able to just pull up, step between the seats, there. Good night, everybody. That's what I like. And now, I totally appreciate being able to stand up. So, yeah, I would have had, if I was to go with a van but anyways, I would want a high top van at the very least. That would be my minimal. High top van would be what I would want. But of course, I'm not in the market for one because I have a school bus conversion. So I don't have to step outside in the rain to go back. I can just shut her off and turn around and make breakfast. Whatever. Artscape Adventures by Lisa. Lisa is here. Welcome aboard, Lassie. It's very good to see you. Who else we got? We got 6 people in the house. We're doing good here. What else can I tell you about our featured channel? They're young. Definitely young. And they certainly love traveling. They do. They get into all kinds of things. They get, they go kayaking, you name it. Chairlift, okay? All right. Let's see. I'm trying to think what you have. I'll keep my eyes open. You can let me know what vehicle. I can't remember now. You had a Class A, and then you were going to get a Class C. I've lost count of which RV you have, James. Okay. So, clues. Yeah, there are a couple. Middle-aged. I would call them middle-aged. They're not full-time. They still have jobs. But every chance they get, they go, okay, James, you got a Class A. So you need a chairlift at the main entry, or is there a second door on that? I know you don't see too many Class A's with a second entry, but they do exist. Ryan Becky, welcome aboard. Good to see you. I love that about turning your old pickup truck into a hot tub. They almost. That made me laugh. Okay, it does have a side door. All right. James, is it? Well, if you can, try to send me a picture and some measurements of the doorway opening. That might be beneficial. Because I know some chairlifts work. Wait, I am catching on. I know what you want. I'll find one, or I'll try. I'll certainly try. Okay. Ryan Becker is still on Arizona time. Yeah, you got jet lag now? I'm guessing you're probably still down in Indiana for a little bit. That's cool. Be nice if you could stick around long enough to come to the M21 meetup. That'd be cool. Slide in where the step is at. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Like a van. Okay. Yep. All right. I got it. Be interesting to know what the structure is around the door. Now, for like a shuttle bus or even a van, high top van, there's a lot of steel and upright support. The chairlift isn't exactly what you'd call light. The chairlift. Cargo van. Okay. The up and down structure. It's got to do two things. Number one, it's got to stay in place. Number two, when you're on it, it's got to stay in place and it's got to lift. So there's some structural things that have to be taken into consideration when you install one of those. Unless they're coming from the factory that way, but we know that's not the case. Okay, it does have a frame. Okay, cool. Oh, Frederick guessed California Travel Videos. That would be an excellent guess, except no, it's not them. What's really cool, if I had posted the show more, California Travel Videos was the very, very first channel for this guessing game that we've been doing now for going on 6 months. So, just so you know. And it was funny too, because what was it, a month ago? I was their first guest on their evening live stream when they kind of took over the slot from RV on the Wayside. They took that slot time over at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and I was the very first guest. So they were first for me on my guessing games, and I was their first guest on their interview. So just how it worked out. Okay. 4 rockets on each corner of the wheelchair with a joystick. Yeah. You're all right, Frederick. You'll get it yet. 4 rockets. I can just see that, Roy. I can see James going, wee! Give him a little pinwheel to wave as he's shooting up into space. Wee! Way funny. That is way funny. You know, talking about chairs, I know James has a, I don't know if it's an Amigo, but it's a similar, electric wheelchair, whatever, go around, whatever type you got, they're all kind of similar. My neighbor James, this was about 2 years ago, a different James, crazy James. He got one in scrap somewhere. It needed batteries, and batteries can be a little pricey for those, and it's probably why he ended up with it. At any rate, he put a 8 horsepower gasoline engine on that thing. I mean, the wheels are still only 6 inches around, and one wheel up front. They clocked him at 45 miles an hour going down our street. It's insane. Better check. Looks like James messaged me on Facebook. Let's see here. I can't quite get to it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. A lift like that. All right. That is actually different than I thought. Okay. All right. Okay, now I got it really in my brain what you're looking for. There's another kind. Excuse me. Wow, where did that come from? Yours is the kind that, lifts up and then you roll off. And then when it goes into storage, it folds up. There's the other kind that's basically the frame is always up and then it slides out and then hydraulics down. So you're driving into a cage. So, but now I see you just need the platform. And if you accidentally torch off the rockets when you're on the platform, well, that's up to you. Yeah, that would go viral, Roy. That would definitely go viral. Doesn't want a block door. Yeah, do not want to block the door. I understand. Because I was thinking of that. There are some, well, for instance, like a shuttle bus. There's 2 doors. One is for the front, similar to a school bus, if you will. And then, of course, there's the back, which has the wheelchair lift and, the type I'm talking about where it's like you're on a cage. Well, I know there's a few that are similar to the kind you're looking for, but the ones I've seen that have come out in the past 5-6 years anyways have all been the cage style. I think they're doing that for safety. So there's less chance that a person could roll off the lift. Yeah, okay, now James and Roy are getting their ideas together to make a rocket handicap chair. You guys are nuts, and I actually think that you probably will do it. All right. I think it's time to change the background screen. Let's do that. What? Okay, StreamYard's having a problem again. Oh, there. That time it worked. Yeah, I think StreamYard's having a problem. So here's another stolen screenshot. This was close, or was it? No, I don't believe they went magnet fishing here. I hear you, Carl. If I didn't have Zinke, I'd be, well, back when I was looking for something, I looked at shuttle buses. I looked at a couple vans. I looked at some Class Cs. And most everything was just wasn't quite right. It had mechanical problems, or was too rusted out, or different things. But then all of a sudden, Synchronicity just kind of came from out of nowhere, and I fell in love with her. And the price was right too. You know me. Excuse me. I know what it is, and it's not smoking. One rocket at a time. Yeah, that's cute. James is asking, is it meant to be RV? And that would be an awesome channel to feature one of these days, and I haven't. And no, this is not them. Their turn will come. And Roy, I knew you were going to guess Happy Place Camping. I'll tell you what, Happy Place Camping is an extremely good guess because they know this channel, but it is not Happy Place Camping. I knew somebody would glom onto that as soon as I would mention magnet fishing. They'd right away think it was Felix, and yeah. No, this couple has done some magnet fishing, but no, it's not Happy Place Camping, but they do know who Happy Place Camping is. I'm not sure if they've met each other in person, but hey, if no one guesses it this morning, we'll carry it on till 6 p.m. tonight. I don't mind. We won't carry it on for another week. If it gets guessed this morning, great. If it doesn't, that's fine. But tonight, if it doesn't get guessed, I will give it away regardless. So, all right, James is guessing, is it Melanetti? No, it is not Melanetti. Melanetti, I haven't heard from them lately, but we actually did Melanetti. They were the number 3 channel. They were on December 26th. That's when we featured Melanetti. Okay. I wish that one screenshot would have loaded up. I may have to experiment with that for tonight's edition. And speaking of tonight, for those of you who maybe just came in the last few, we will be on again at 6 p.m. for Guess the Channel. Susan, God bless you too. Thank you for coming aboard. There's, of course, the Holly by Golly. She will be on with her weekly laugh report. And then we're followed by California Travel Videos at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And they have a couple guests on tonight that they are interviewing. So just so you know. Okay. Do not buy auto lights. I won't. But speaking of lights, here's a clue for you. And I'd never heard of these. And I'm from Michigan. Tina, welcome aboard, Lassie. I'm from Michigan and I've never heard of this. And I'll find out if any other Michiganders here, because there's one for sure who just stepped aboard. You ever hear of a Yooper light? I never heard of a Yooper light until I watched one of these videos from our featured channel. I've lived in Michigan my entire life, and I never heard of a Yooper light. I had to go Google it to find out what it was. Carl says Facebook is cancer. Okay. Is it like a White House? You know, I kind of thought that at first too. But no, it's nothing to do with a structure. That's because I would have thought that. I mean, you think, oh, Munising Lighthouse or Copper Harbor Lighthouse. The different, how many, I forget how many lighthouses there are in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. But yeah, I actually thought that. And when I finally found out what it was, it surprised me. And I had never heard of it. James says Yooper light is water. No, it's not. Now we got two guessing games going on. Guess the channel and guess what a Yooper light is. I said I didn't know until a couple hours ago. Like, what? And strangely enough, they're found other places, but the Upper Peninsula of Michigan is where they're most often found, from what my brief research. So Roy and Becky, they had it. It is a rock. A Yooper light is a rock. Tina, you're real close too, because this Yooper light is a rock that glows. They glow. They're a phosphorant, or what do they call that? There's another name. They give off a light. They're like a firefly, but they're rocks. What? I was astonished. I would like to hold one in my hand. I'd like to play with one at dark. Oh, James is guessing UFO Michigan. That's a dang good guess, but no, it's not UFO Michigan. That would be a good channel to feature one of these days. The I want to go up to the Upper Peninsula now, to the Munising area, and I want to find a Yooper light. I want one. Where is this at Upper Michigan? Yeah, it's the Munising everywhere. Mo bang for your bucks. Mo bang. Welcome aboard, matey. It's good to see you. Yeah, Tina. I'd like to learn more about them. Frederick was thinking beer. I'd like a. I'd I'd like a beef patty and a Yooper light, please. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, 1 week at M21. Well, you'd be surprised, James. Merrill, Michigan from Munising, Michigan is quite a trek. We're talking about probably 400 miles easily. You're welcome to go up there whenever you want to. Aren't we all? You'll be too busy cooking ribs for everybody, making ribs for everybody, for you to get out of the campground at Lake of Dreams campground. You'll be too busy cooking. Maybe after or before. One thing that Kevin mentioned, he put it on his post the other day. He was either at M21 or the Where RV Staying, what do you kind of call it, page on Facebook. Frankenmuth, Michigan. If any of you are coming up to the M21 meetup, or if you're just coming to Michigan at any time, whether you're coming to the meetup or not, Frankenmuth, Michigan is a cool place to see. I've been there a couple times, and I'm probably going to plan on a partial trip over that way, perhaps this September, because it's been a few years, and I'm sure they got some new things. Yeah, Tina, it does actually. Well, wait, maybe I don't know, because maybe you haven't actually posted those pictures yet, or that video. I have a feeling I might know. I think I might know. Where is that? Why do things keep disappearing? Along with getting new batteries for Synchronicity, I had another surprise the same day. Oh, there's some green in there, so it's not going to show. There's some cooking pots. 1812 camp cooking. Yeah. In 3,068 weeks, I received the second postcard of my entire life. I mean, a real postcard that someone sent me, not the postcards like you get from the Baptist church, let's say, or somebody running for Senate. Not those. This is a real postcard, and it means a lot to me. Okay, you sent me pictures. All right, I'll have to check that out. Now we know who's cooking. Uh-oh, might have got a couple of us in trouble. Who knows? We're getting close to a couple more minutes before we get off of here. Let's see. One more hint. Yeah, advertisement. You're right, Frederick. Okay, I'll change this one more time just in case somebody else didn't see it. And then, hey, tonight I'll have a couple different ones to put up as backdrop. I might save a real special one to show as backdrop. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't guessed it yet, but the day is still young. Our hour here is not so young. We'll be heading out here in a little bit. Hey, there's Lily. That's kind of funny, Lily. You come in about the same time every week. You need to set your alarm. Okay, James says he's going to, yeah, it's not Roy and Becky. That's a good guess, Roy and Becky. It's not you. ATRENE. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. AT RENE. Now I'm the one that's clueless. Even though you're giving me, oh, I got it. I got it. But since you're going to be doing a future video, from what I understand from your card, I'll leave it go at that because I don't want to spoil anything here. I've done that before. I'm not going to spoil anything. Okay. So, one last clue. And it's after 1 o'clock already. One last clue. It's a couple. It's a guy and a gal. Oh, you already knew that. The other clues were they're not quite full time. They want to be. They've been around. They've traveled quite a few places. I think that's it. I'm not going to give away any more clues. We'll just sit here for a few minutes and let people say ahoy to one another. What, Holly? I have done that 3 times already. They know you're going to be on tonight. Holly, by golly. She woke up again. She'll be on tonight with a weekly laugh report. So that's on the 6 p.m. show. RVDJ, as James is guessing. I understand she's going to be at the M21 meetup. But no, this channel is not the RVDJ. It's possible that RVDJ is coming on after me. I think she has in previous Saturdays. So I suppose I should be nice and get off of here. Does anybody know for sure if RVDJ is on or anyone else that we know is coming on or is on? Whoever they are, I might stop in and say hello, but other than that, I'm going to prepare for tonight's and then go out and mow the lawn before it gets too crazy. May have to warm my coffee up. Yeah. Still tastes good, but it's cold. Chilly. Well, lukewarm. Lily saying, but I just got here. Yeah, you did. Oh, you had to mow in Indiana? Was it? Could have been a little deeper in Indiana if it was the first time that the yard had gotten mowed. James is going to go make fudge cake. Doggone it. I want some. I think I have some Danish, cream cheese Danish. I'm going to warm my coffee up and have a cream cheese Danish. That's what I'm going to have. As far as I know, Roy and Becky are in Indiana at the current time. I could be mistaken or misspeaking myself. Roy has done stranger things. He could be out in Quartzsite mowing the desert. But, yeah, I don't think so. Too much dust. The thief fixed my mower, sharpened the blades, and washed it up for me. Well, now, that's a nice thief. It almost sounds like somebody borrowed your mower for the last several years. James is in Kentucky until Tuesday. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope you get to see something interesting in Kentucky besides a funeral home or the graveyards. I mean, graveyards can be interesting, but even so, Yep. Giving the house to the daughter. Yep. I picked up on that last week. That's cool. That's cool. Give the daughter a kind of a head start, if you will. You know. And then James and Roy are going to make a rocket chair in Quartzsite. You're in a parade on Monday. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it is one of those good days for, veterans parades. Hey, there's Tumbleweed RV Life. Yeah, I talked about the internet for a little while here today, as a matter of fact, too. Just having terrible problems with the internet up until I decided to switch over to Verizon MiFi with my fresh SD card, or whatever you want to call the thing, the little card. I found the other little card and put that in, and boom, everything's been streaming great. So but I have not had to do that in the past, so I don't know what's going on with across the street, where I was hooked up, or if there's general problems with the internet. I know the store was having problems a couple of days ago, and blah blah. They stole the lawnmower to perform maintenance on it. There you go. It was just practice. Teach the 8 and 9-year-olds how to take care of lawnmowers. That could have been. Well, I'm starting to feel guilty. Yes. Yes. We all echo that, Lily. Well spoken. Well spoken. Whoa. Now it sounds more serious there, Roy. Was this something you found out recently, or did you know about it in the past? Now it's getting interesting. Yeah, I heard you talking about that this morning about the Winegard. I think, and I was going to pitch in and say something, and I didn't. I should have in the chat. Verizon has been great for me, so I would definitely look at Verizon. They're not overpriced, in my opinion. I'm getting, let's see, 30, 45. I have 50 gigs of data per month. I have 30 on the MiFi. That's what I pay for per month. And what I've learned that, okay, so I use up my 30. It still works good or reasonably well for downloading. There are times when it doesn't, but it works reasonably well. Now, upload would be a different thing. When you're out of your gigs, it'll still do it, but you'll end up being clean shaven when you start to upload, and you'll look like this by the time it uploads. So, but yeah, where you're picking up Verizon service, if you're getting like 3 bars or more, you're going to be happy. So, just saying. Now I have a total of 50 because I have 15 Verizon gigabytes on my laptop. It's actually a Chromebook, and I haven't used it in a while, but one of these days I will be. So there's 15 there, and as said, I don't use it, but at least I have it. And then I got 5 gigabytes on my Android phone, but that's Verizon. Everything's Verizon. Other than stealing off the Spectrum across the street. I'm not really stealing it. He gave me his code off of his router. Wow. Missed the thief by 20 minutes. He must have knew you were coming. Man, oh man. That's incredible. Well, now, everything else he stole, if he's going to the big house, What, because the court system saving all the stuff he got from you? He's saving that for evidence. Yeah. Well, those wine guards are great. They seriously are a great booster. Not in my budget, but I've looked at the reviews and stuff like that, and hey, they're worth saving for. They're worth saving for a wine guard, and especially cool because you can put the Verizon stuff in it. You know, me, I'm happy. I'm happy with my MiFi, and I have the extra antennas for them. Haven't really had a chance to super check out the extra antennas. I don't know if Tina's here yet. She's got the extra antennas for her MiFi. I don't know if she's ever had the opportunity to try them out as well. But as said, I see about a year ago, I used my MiFi with the Chromebook on away from the cottage, and it had good signal, and it was working good. And then it seemed like StreamYard had a problem. Yeah, it was during a live stream. Dang it. But it all worked out. Okay. Well, oh my. Well, jeez. That is so stupid. But you know what? There unfortunately are people, and there will be, I suppose, forever and ever, but can't always trust somebody down the street or around the corner. That's sad. Frederick, yeah, Weingard. I'm pretty sure that the CB, well, it's not C, well, I guess it could be CB. It's definitely professional band or whatever school buses use for communications back and forth in the school district. I have one of those. It's low profile, it almost looks like it's supposed to light up. It's right at the front edge of Synchronicity, and there is a wire coming down that looks like it connects to like a CB radio. So I'm assuming that is coming from that Weingard antenna. One of these days I'll get around to checking it out. I do have a CB radio that was given to me. I also have another CB antenna, magnetic one that take it on and off. And I know I'd probably have to get it trim matched for that particular CB. The only thing I don't have is a microphone. So I can't really test out the CB until I get a microphone for it. Well, maybe I could receive, could listen perhaps. But yeah, that's down the road. Not worried about quite getting a CB hooked up in there yet. But, eventually when I do more traveling, there will be a CB in there. Helped you get rid of your stuff, Roy. Oh, yeah, you know what, Lily? That's not the right way, but okay. Yeah, way to downsize, Roy. Just let the thieves in. You could have had a large yard sale, but no, you gave it away to the thieves. Yeah, Frederick. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking for, linear. Chances are it's linear, because I know Road Commission uses linear. Pretty sure county police use linear. So I'm gonna safely assume the school districts use linear to communicate back and forth. So, all right. So we've been on here for an hour and 15, and it's time. It's time. I'm glad y'all came aboard, and we've had good chance to chat. And man, learned a couple things. We learned what a Uper light was. I'm going to bring that up again tonight for the evening crew. See how many of people know. You know, I didn't know. I'm not a Uper, but I'm still from Michigan. I should have known this. And I bet Tina's embarrassed because she didn't know what it is either. And Frederick had the best guess, you know. But it was beer, Uper Light. Turns out to be a rock. You know. Oh, Holly just said hello to everybody. Holly by golly said hello to everybody. All right. It's time to pack it up and put away my crayons. And everybody else. Hope spinning and winning. Oh, hi. Good to see you, Blaine. I was just getting ready to go off. Glad you hopped in here. I haven't had a chance to watch your last couple videos. It's been a crazy week. Plus buffering. But now I think I got things figured out, so I won't be buffering. So, at any rate. Okay, mateys, we'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. God willing. Meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. Thank you for being aboard.